What's going on, everyone? Jack here from Half Chrome, and today I want to talk a little bit more about this Specta Air. It's been pretty fun releasing a lot of information about this drone, and some people have some interesting theories on why it exists. So I'm going to go through some of those and kind of debunk some and give you what I think it is. Now, I've asked a lot of questions to Specta about this drone. I don't have answers for everything, but I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on here. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, well, this thing, the Specta Air, shares pretty much everything with the DJI Air 3. Now that is a fantastic drone, and this, of course, is also a fantastic drone. It has the same camera, same flight time, same app, same flight modes. Pretty much everything about these two drones are the same. Even the insides of this drone are the same as the one that DJI is making. Now, there are a couple of small differences, and that exists mostly in the firmware, right? This is basically what the Air 3 was on its release. And will that be updated? I believe so. They do say they have some updates coming with the firmware, updating geo-locking or the ability to unlock geozones and things like that. Can I guarantee that's going to happen? No, but I feel like they will because they have the backing of a pretty solid company. Cogito or DJI. What am I talking about? So one theory that people have is this is just a drone that looks like the Air 3 made by some company and they came pretty close. And that is, let me just tell you, not accurate. This is not somebody getting this close to DJI. This is pretty much the same deal. So is this a stolen drone? Did they steal this information or get it from some manufacturer? No, right? I think DJI would have been suing them by now. We would have had a cease and desist or something to that effect if this thing was stolen. All right, I've also seen that they created this thing to be able to send abroad for war, and that just doesn't fly. Why would you get FCC certification to do that? We've got geofencing, we've got no-fly zones, we've got remote ID on the Specta Air, so that doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? I mean, I was really hoping we'd have no geofencing on this drone, but that's not the thing. We have geofencing and it's locked as of right now. They need to update the firmware to get it unlocked. So then that leaves us with two potential other options, right? This is a way, they say, for DJI to get around a potential ban, right? With Cogito being based in Hong Kong, that might offer some differences. It is basically treated like mainland China, but there is a little bit of gray area according to the WTO. Also, this drone, it does say made in Malaysia, so this thing isn't made in China, so there is that. So it's not made in China, so maybe, right, there's some potential for that. But I think the actual answer is this drone is basically going to be a lower tier, a slightly less expensive version that another company is going to sell on Amazon, right? Cogito. So DJI, maybe they have a surplus of these machines that they're selling to Cogito, or maybe they're testing out this Malaysian factory and Cogito is paying DJI for those drones. I don't exactly know how it works, but they're offering this with the RC with the screen for $1,200, right? It is $1,100 to buy this drone with the RCN2 without a screen, the RC2 costing $250. So basically you're gonna save a little bit of cash, you're gonna get a better screen. Maybe it's DJI's way of testing to see if that's, a viable product. So I was recently on the Those Guys live stream, and I was talking to Herman, and he thinks that because this is made in Malaysia, the tariffs on it are going to be a little bit lower, right? So that just means whoever's selling this drone, Cogito, Specta, they're getting better profit margins, right? So if DJI is licensing this to Cogito, which is probably what's happening, they're going to make some money because it's made in Malaysia, and they can do that and import it to the United States and pay lower taxes. So you got to follow the dollars. And that doesn't make a whole lot of sense if they're just going to release this Specta Air, but I do happen to know that they've got another drone in the works, and I think this one makes a whole lot more sense, actually, for them to make some money. So Specta's going to make some money, I think, with this drone. this. Now I can't actually show you what's in this box, but you can see that it's smaller, and it is from Specta. It is the upcoming Specta Mini. So Specta is producing a mini drone, and this one has some DJI parts as well. Now I will be reviewing this drone, but right now what I can tell you is that it's using one of these remotes, which means you need an app, and the app doesn't exist, or at least not for me quite yet, so I haven't been flying it, but I can tell you it's going to be good. How do I know? Because I've flown this drone before. Not this drone, but this drone, kind of like the Air 3. We have another mini situation on our hands here, and with this drone, I think this one makes a lot more sense as a white label or an entry-level drone. This one is going to be cheaper. I'm hoping it's going to come in around $300, maybe even less. I don't know. I don't have any specifics on that. But this drone makes a whole lot more sense for DJI to rebrand, right? If they really want, I think what DJI wants is to start at that Mini 4 Pro, and they want that drone to be in the hands of their consumers with their name on it. Why not throw a bone to Cogito, to Specta, and let them release a mini drone at a lower price? The mini drones from DJI are awesome. Even the first mini drone from DJI, that was awesome. I've flown all of the drones from the Mini 1 to the Mini 4, and actually I'm making a video on that and the progression from 1 to 4 and how awesome that has been. But I think that gives us a little bit of insight into Cogito's plan or DJI's plan. I don't know their relationship, but I do know that Cogito is going to be selling, or Specta is going to be selling, a mini drone along with this Air 3 drone, and they're going to be slightly less expensive than the DJI offering. So if you're thinking about getting a DJI-like drone, but you don't want to opt for the FPV Mini or the Seafly Mini or something like that, then yeah, you're going to have another option coming up pretty soon. Specta is putting their final touches on their website and kind of their full release. So you get more information on all this stuff in the pretty near future. It's supposed to be end of March, early April when they start to launch these things. And who knows, maybe there'll be even more drones coming out in the future from Specta. Again, these are just my guesses, my thoughts, but I think that's what's happening here. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below.